What's going on, y'all? This is Jay Cruz coming from Panama City Beach. And this is week 4 of my segment of getting back to playing guitar without any pain or just feeling comfortable and confident to play guitar all the time. I talked to my doctor last week, and he said he clears me to play guitar because it's a good motion to go up and down the fretboard, and it's not giving me too much of a stretch to where I'm actually going to damage anything. But I will say it is hard, and it is what it is, right? So just to recap what I got done in my shoulder, I got rotator cuff labrum tear, long-headed biceps tendinosis, that's just anchoring it to my femur, and having that heel over calcification. It's just like having a broken bone. They punch it in there and put an anchor, and the bone will grow over. And they shaved off some bone spurs. So things that I've found that are limiting to me, and have just been a little bit of I'd say just uncomfortable when I'm sleeping. I have to put my arm pillow that I bought for post-op surgery. I put that underneath my tricep, so it gives me a little bit more support, so then my shoulder doesn't just bang back or lean back after being so relaxed or anything like that. But at times I still wake up because it's so uncomfortable. But I'm able to come out of my sling just for a little bit. I can't really go high. This is about 4 inches thick and another 2 inches, and that's about as high as I go there. And forward, no, I can't really do too much there, but it's coming along. At physical therapy, I have this, it's like a jump rope with handles and a wheel that I go up and down. And I can get my arm pretty high, but I can't do it myself. But it's really good to just have it manipulating and getting all that scar tissue being broken up, so I can eventually get to lifting my arm and have a full range of motion. Also doing band work. Like when it's like this way, just going from my chest out to neutral position, trying to develop these muscles, and then going out to neutral position. I can't go far out, like going this way at all with my left arm, because it's just not, my range of motion and strength is not there yet. Other things that are difficult in doing, anything you do daily, it takes extra. Getting a glass of water, you have to open the cabinet, get the glass, put the glass down on the counter, close the cabinet, and if you have water that you pour out from the refrigerator, you have to open the refrigerator door, get the water, unscrew the water, pour it, screw it back in, go to the refrigerator, put it back in there, close the door, and then you can go ahead and drink, and have to go to go. But I can't do like the 16-ounce curls or anything like that, or 8-ounce curls. I mean, because I can't really just bring it up, and that's just another protocol where the doctor does not want me to use my bicep yet for any type of weight. He said maybe like holding little things like keys and stuff like that is okay, and even holding a bottle of water is okay. But I have found that it does give me a little bit of discomfort, so I don't do that. I just go make sure anything I do weighted or any resistance, I just do that with the physical therapist. And but I also do at-home exercises that they give me. I have a regimen of like 7 or 8 exercises, all non-weighted, but I do end up using a broomstick to try to continue to push the range of motion, going like out with my left arm. But I need an assist, because it just, if I don't do that, then it's only going to go to a certain point where like it just doesn't go. So like assisting it to continue to go like out is a thing that it's helping me out. But it's pretty awesome too when I'm at physical therapy. They take my arm, they hold my wrist and my elbow, and they just kind of like manipulate going this way, up over my head. I can't do all that on my own yet, and I'm kind of dreading the 1 pound weight, because I haven't held any weights for a long time. But because like even a broomstick is extremely heavy to me. Doing the bench presses with a broomstick, I have to assist with my right arm to pull my arm up just to make sure that I'm doing the range of motion, and everything is being controlled by my right arm, which is luckily it's my dominant arm. But going forward to playing guitar, right? So I haven't played consistently in a long time, and I thought, it's okay. My calluses are pretty thick, and the guitar fretboard is not that long, but you know what? It actually really is pretty long, and it does get to be a little hard. So at one point I wanted to see how long I got play. I played about 2 hours, and let me tell you, like I started to feel it in this area here, and then the front part of my shoulder, and then when I have my strap, which I put this on, as you can see, I already have a strap from my my sling here. So doing this, I already have pressure on this side, and then now, and I can't put it like directly where I would usually have my strap, so it's more on the base of my neck. So I got neck pain, and it makes it a little difficult, but it's something that I know that eventually I'll get back to feeling normal sooner than later, hopefully. But I will say though that I did lose a little bit of my calluses on my fingertips, or at least this fingertip strength, and that was kind of deflating as well. But I know I'll get it back. I tend to try to play at minimum like 10 to 20 minutes per day, just to make sure. My brother actually also bought me one of these like little short fretboards that have the strings on it, just so I can just practice putting my fingers on there and keeping the calluses. So I started doing that. And then I also got one of the finger, it's like one of those hand strengtheners things, but it's just for fingers, where you're just using one finger at a time. I have it right here, which I can show you. So I grab this and I try to work out those fingers, because I want to make sure that at least that I'm not losing that strength in those fingers on top of my calluses. So, like I said, we're doing pretty good. My strength is not there at all. I mean, still, like before, like the broomstick kicks my booty, and I have to really assist with my right arm with everything, trying to do that. Along with that, like that pulley system, like I literally have to use my right arm for absolutely everything, to make sure, just to try to get that range of motion, breaking up that I guess you could say lactic acid, even though I'm not really doing anything, and the scar tissue, but it's getting there. Week 4, a week 4 out post surgery, I'm able to play, and I'll show a little bit where, like I can still do the Zach Bryan slide here on Something in Orange. So it feels comfortable to do that. So that's doing pretty good. Now I will say one part that does get a little hard is if I have to go higher on the fretboard, because I'm being constricted by that foam pad that I have here. So it is 4 inches, but I'm not going to take that off. I did try that once, and that is not good, because like I'm not having that extra support bringing my arm out. Eventually they'll get me out of the sling, and I think I have about 2 to 4 more weeks into this in my sling. But yeah, so playing is all right. So doing pretty good. I could do the just the general chords, and I still have an issue with the was it B minor 7 because I'm using every single hand, and I'm still, holding on with my thumb to keep that L shape support for my arm. Um, but I will say that like this part of my strap puts pressure on this area on the top part of my shoulder where like my traps are and the base of my neck, and playing for a little bit my neck does get pretty fatigued quick, and my arm gets fatigued quick. I mean, my whole body gets fatigued quick just because everything is still being healed there. And I literally had knee surgery in September too. So me thinking that I could just get all this stuff done quicker just so I could get it over with, man, that it's been a wild ride. But so far though, it's coming along. I keep hearing the phrase that actually got tattooed on me, "This too shall pass." So that just gives me faith, and with God, just letting it be patient, and this will pass, and I'll get back to where I need to be. I can't lift anything heavy, especially not even with my right arm, which is my non-surgery arm, because if you lift something too heavy with your right arm, then some of the brunt of the weight will be transferred to the left or the opposite side. And I don't remember, like I can't even pick up my daughter. She's about 50 pounds, and I'm like, I tried to because she wasn't feeling good, and I tried to pick her up, and I immediately was like, "Ooh, I cannot do that," and it sucks because I want to be able to be her father and hold her and all these things, and it's just not working out for me. But yet again, this too shall pass. So it will get better, and I'll be able to hold my daughter the way I want to again soon. I will be able to sleep the way I want to sleep again soon. When is soon? I don't know. Everybody's different, so I can't tell you what definitive date I'm going to have to get ready. But I will say, even when I'm in a car, I sit there and I roll my shoulders back like this, just to make sure that I'm breaking up and I'm not trying to be like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, where I'm slouched over this way and just not good. But there's a lot of things that I would like to do that I can't, so it makes it difficult just being a one-armed bandit running around here. So just being patient is the best thing, and actually putting in the work. Even if the homework that your physical therapist gives you and the work that you do at physical therapy, it may seem like it's not working, but every little bit counts, because like I do these little pendulums where I just let my arm hang down, and this like anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, and that's strengthening just the range of motion and just the little muscle fibers being built back up around the affected area where they went in and did the arthroscopic surgery. And I think eventually that's going to help me with my overall range of motion, getting it 100% back, and getting back to being able to help around with daily chores that I can't do. Like I can't lift anything up to my wife that's too heavy over my head, because then obviously if it falls, I can't do anything. The one thing I was scared about though, a couple weeks ago when it snowed down here, Panama City Beach, it was crazy. Never thought I'd see snow down here, but the roads got really icy. And luckily, I've lived in Maryland and New York and all that stuff where I learned how to walk on ice fairly good. But as you know, even though you think you're pretty good at walking in inclement weather, especially ice, one wrong move, you could go right down, and there goes that. And it's very cautious. And another dangerous thing, which you don't think is probably dangerous, is driving. Driving is wild, because you're being, I would say, be hyper vigilant and making sure that you're not doing anything. I don't really drive far. I go drive to my physical therapy. I would say I drive like a 5 to 10 square mile radius around here, because I'm not going for. I know the doctor did tell me I should not drive more than 30 minutes away, and within the first week, he didn't want me traveling for more than 3 hours at a time, because just muscle fatigue and the chances of possibly getting into an accident and having it get messed up and having to do surgery again. So I've been very good, very cautious, and just making sure I'm putting in the work. Again, I mean, I'm still doing pretty good. Go Ryan Bingham there, and then have one of my songs. So I'm doing pretty good with transitions, and still B minor 7, man. That I don't know what it might be. My ring finger, or actually it's the combination of my ring and pinky finger putting the pressure down to make that chord. That's difficult. The slides, like if I'm doing something in orange, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, I will say the higher up the fretboard, like closer to my body, let's turn, and when my arm is in this position, I get pressure right on like this area right here of my shoulder. So like let's say like a Thomas Rhett song. Yeah, so those things are a little difficult with the transitions and slides up there. The higher up the fretboard, like right there, it still hurts. But this is like the neutral position for me. Coming up to the first fret, if I'm like having the guitar where it's naturally supposed to sit, I'll probably have to bring the shoulder. This is the shoulder, but on my leg part, closer to my the top part of my thigh, so I'm not hurting or straining anything. Everything I do with this arm, I have an assist with my right arm, just to make sure that I'm not putting too much pressure on anything on this arm, because I really want this to get back to 100% sometime very soon. I will say at the end of PT, my favorite thing is ice and stimulation. So they hook up the electrical diodes on my shoulder, and they put the ice, and it comes to where like it's flexing and flexing my muscles. Remember back in the day where like, oh, you get 6-pack abs if you put this medical electric stimulation thing on your stomach. You just sit there and get abs of steel. Well, never got abs of steel if you didn't really put into work, because you actually have to eat well and you have to train. But just having those muscle contractions while doing the muscle stim, it just feels so good. And I feel like it's just really just helping the blood flow and getting the repair process just a little bit faster than just letting it sit there and just doing the regular exercises. I do put heat on there, and I ice it still every day, and which I think it's helping to combat not being able to do any upper body real strengthening or anything like that. I do walk. I walk every single day, 2 to 4 miles a day. And I have to watch myself on how fast I do walk. Now, I did get down to, it was like a 14:49 minute walk. And I will say I did have to slow down a couple times because like you're not supposed to be like jostling. Like I wasn't jogging, but I mean, it was still going a pretty good pace. Um, and sometimes just I gotta have to stabilize it, like put a little bit of tension in there just to keep it in one spot, or just slow down because yet again I still don't want to mess up this shoulder, and I don't want to get this the whole process done all over again. I don't. So that is week 4 of my progress, and I'm in week 2 of my physical therapy. And like I said, this too shall pass, and I will get stronger weekly, and I'll continue to do these videos. So hopefully it does help out those guitarists out there and giving somebody a little bit more confidence and going ahead and do shoulder surgery. I think it would be worse. Well, it might be better if it was a strumming hand, but you know, my strumming hand, like as you can see, like my shoulder placement, my arm placement is pretty high, where like if I was to try to do that with this arm, I probably couldn't do it right now. So at week 4, I wouldn't be able to do it on my strumming hand yet. But luckily, this is my fret hand, and I can play. So, which is cool. So yeah, having a good time, just trying to get back everything and trying to memorize these songs and trying to get better every single day. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment in there. If you like to subscribe and follow, just go ahead and do that and put the notifications on. I do this every week. Probably do this until week 8 or probably maybe week 12 I'll do, just to give you more progress on see where my arm is and how I've gotten stronger and stronger. I almost forgot to do this today, but I definitely didn't want to miss it, just so I can help out everybody else that is wondering on how I can get back, to playing guitar. One other thing I will say, like the tuner peg, doing the tuner pegs is very hard. I have to really position it further down of the shoulder of the guitar. I have to bring it down, and then I have to like manipulate my way just to do this. And that's still pretty hard because I'm only going like this with the pegs instead of like the actual movement, like putting 2 fingers and really getting it. Like that's been a little difficult. So that's something to think of, and that'll be like another milestone where getting these getting pretty good at tuning the strings with these tuner pegs, and it has its own little tension too. So just that little bit still is difficult. So that's my my weekly progress up here for week 4. And I will see you next week. God bless. And like I said, this too shall pass.